fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Brooklyn Bulls. Now a first down throw. Webb. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that. A week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Webb to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They run it here. Ware. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on this.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week.
Done working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Coleman now. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle, trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Webb can't escape as he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Brooklyn football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Ware. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Now Webb. And Ingram holds it in. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the run, it's Ware. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go now.
They run again with Ware. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, now look at 56. Back down to that Philly. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now the offense heading back out there. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
To throw, Webb. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And he fires one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Detroit!
This is Coleman. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. White's got a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Webb. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy. Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early. Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. It's caught by OBJ. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Odell
Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a dump off to White. Now White lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And this will be a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Coleman. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 3-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it again. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Here's Coleman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. He'll bicep, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down. Webb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now out come the Patriots. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Blue, land it. All right, now. Over.
Webb now. Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Webb. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. He can't get him down, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
Now let's go. Blue, land it. Blue, land it.
Now they try the right side here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, that's...
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw here. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case. Time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Webb now from the gun. He finds Beckham complete. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run with Darkwa. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Here's Darkwa. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On the run, Darkwa looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And they'll toss it out to Perkins. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Ogbah coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They're going to look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. Gets by him at the 25. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Darkwan. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Perkins on 3rd down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up.